Hi everyone, my name is Teacher Claudia and today we're going to be talking about idioms, specifically idioms where we compare animals and people, okay? So not just specifically animals, but animals' characteristics and people. Alright, so as you know, idioms are one way that we use to describe something. Like for example, it's raining cats and dogs, right? It's raining cats and dogs. So there's no actual cats or dogs falling from the sky, right? It just means that it is raining heavily, right? That is what raining cats and dogs means. So today we're going to look at idioms where we compare people to animals. We are not calling those people animals. We are saying that they have characteristics that are similar, okay? So let's look at one example that is very common, okay? So have you ever heard of a mule? Do you know what a mule is? A mule is an animal. I have a little picture in the document. A mule is similar to a horse and a donkey, and they carry heavy things, okay? All right. So in English, we think that mules are very stubborn. Stubborn means that they only do what they want to do. You tell them, okay, carry that, and they might not want to do it, okay? So mules are seen as very, very stubborn, okay? So if you have a friend who is very stubborn, you will say, Sue is as stubborn as a mule. Okay? So I know it sounds quite funny, but people generally say this, okay? So it's not that we are calling Sue a mule, we are saying that she is stubborn like a mule, okay? All right, now let's look at how we construct this, okay? So we always use as plus the adjective or the characteristic plus as, and then a or an, and then here we write the animal. Okay? Now, can you just invent any animal you want and any characteristic you want? Not really. If you want English speakers to understand you, you have to say very specific characteristics with very specific animals, okay? So we're going to look at some of these animals that people think of when they think of certain characteristics. So I'm going to put a column where I will write the animal name. Okay? And then here I will write the characteristic, and here I will write an example. Okay. So I'm going to start with the bee. Do you all know what a bee is? Bzz, right? And they get honey. They make honey, right? Okay, when you think of bees, what do you think of? What are the characteristics of the bee? Bees are hardworking.
Always busy.
So always busy, exactly. So that's right. So we call bees busy, okay? So if you are very busy, your friends will say, hey, you are as busy as a bee. You never stop. Okay, very good. Now, let's look at another animal, the horse. When we think of horses, what do we think of? They're strong and fast. Okay, the strength is the thing that we think of the most, okay? Strong. So, same example, as strong as a horse. As strong as a horse. So if you see somebody carrying something really heavy, you'll say, wow, he is as strong as a horse. Okay, what about a bear? I think we can say a lot of things about bears. They can be scary, big, but normally when we think of bears, we think of animals who are quite hungry, right? Yes, hungry. So if you haven't eaten in several hours, I haven't eaten since this morning. I am as hungry as a bear. Okay, what else have we got? We have the fox. Do you all know what a fox is? A fox, they are similar to dogs, kind of. They live in the forests. They are normally red and they're very fast, and their tail has some white at the end, right? Okay, so that's the fox. Now, foxes are normally seen as very clever. Very good. Okay, because they will find a way. If they want to eat some food or they want to find a way somewhere, they will find it. So we say as clever as a fox. Okay, the next one is the bird. And the bird, they can fly everywhere they want. So we say they are free. Very good, free. Okay, so imagine you have no plans, you don't have to go to school, you don't have to go to work, so you are as free as a bird. Okay, the next one we have is the rabbit. Do you all know what a rabbit is? Yes. Yeah, they eat carrots. Okay, so have you ever tried to catch a rabbit?
No.
It's impossible. Why?
Very fast.
They're very fast, very quick. Very good. And that is why we say as quick as a rabbit. Then we have the mouse. Okay, what can we say about mouses? Not mouses, sorry, mice. I almost made a mistake there. Mouse or mice, very good. So a mouse, when it comes into the room, you don't even hear them, right? They're very silent, they're very quiet, until at one point you're like, ah, there's a mouse in the room. So they are quite quiet, okay? So we will say as quiet as a mouse. All right, and we have one more that I want to use, which is the owl, okay? Do you know what an owl is? An owl is a bird, yes? And we find them in the forests. They, have you seen Harry Potter?
Yeah.
Okay, do you see the birds that they use to send messages? Those are owls, okay? And they make this noise at night, they go, right? So, owls are seen as very clever, intelligent, and wise. Very good. Wise is the best word. So we say that if somebody, normally an older person, they have a lot of wisdom, we say they are as wise as an owl. Okay? One final one is the lark. A lark is a type of bird, okay? They have a very long beak, okay? I recommend that you Google the lark if you don't know which one it is, okay? But it's a type of bird that has a very long beak. Their characteristic is they're seen as very happy birds, okay? But not just happy. Happy in an innocent way. Like you expect that everything will be great, but maybe it won't be, okay? So it's happy but with a negative connotation, okay? So if you say, for example, she just got a raise. She is as happy as a lark, but it's only a small raise. So why is she so happy, okay? Do you understand what I mean?
Yes.
As happy as a lark. So most of them are very positive. The last one is not so positive. negative. The last one is happy, but you shouldn't be so happy because it's not such a good thing. Okay? All right, so I hope you can start using these comparisons. They're very common in English, and you will be understood, and people will laugh and they will understand what you're saying. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, and if you want to get this PDF, you can download it and you will be able to do a practice as well on the back. Thank you so much and see you next time.